Do you think you're the strongest because you're Satoru Gojo? Or are you Satoru Gojo because you're the strongest?
So, how do you create shoes worthy of the King of Curses and the Honored One? Today, we're here to find out. Both Gojo and Sukuna couldn't be any more different. We're talking about two completely opposites here. Maybe that's also going to end up being the strength of this whole custom design. On one side, we have Gojo, the epitome of perfection and talent. And on the other hand, we have Sukuna, the calamity, the incarnation of chaos itself. So designing a pair of shoes that represent both might be harder than I expect. It might actually be my hardest custom yet, who knows? So if these shoes are going to feel worthy of both, every design choice have to earn its place. My first instinct was to make Gojo look flawless, but then I thought, let's try and portray Gojo in a way we normally don't see him in typical artworks. More playful. If you really think about it, that is actually his personality. Finding the right Gojo illustration was harder than I thought, but I managed to find this one from a cover page. I think it's maybe volume 3. At first I really hated this composition. I almost scrapped the whole idea, to be honest. But for some reason it actually just kept growing on me. And for Sukuna, I really want to show off his sinister nature. But I also want to keep him mysterious, you know, since we don't really know that much about him, even after all this time. Once the sketches were done, the real challenge started. It's really important to make the background match the characters. Every brushstroke either sells the illusion or completely ruins it. The infinite void is the true representation of Gojo's infinity. But instead of just illustrating it one for one, after thinking about it, I kept coming back to blue for some reason. And to be honest, it fits well. I think it's because of his 6 eyes and his blue technique, but maybe also because I just knew I wanted Sukuna's background to be red. And blue is a really good contrast to that. However, too much blue would throw off the balance of the design. I mixed in some different shades and also left some hints of purple to indicate there's more behind his limitless, the hollow purple. I think only true Jujutsu Kaisen fans will recognize this little Easter egg. To contrast Gojo's blue aura, we have Sukuna's red, ominous background. Sukuna is the embodiment of destruction, pure carnage. And what's a better way to show it than his cursed technique, Shrine? With the slashes flying all around behind Sukuna, it's easy to understand his chaotic nature, a true calamity, destroying everything and everyone in his past. I realized compared to Gojo's background, the black lines of Sukuna's slashes have a sort of harmony to them. They all crave way more precision to illustrate. One wrong move and I had to start all over again. That's exactly why I switched to these ultra thin brushes. They are the only brushes thin enough for these slashes. I like how both the close-up of Sukuna and the half body shot of Gojo complement each other. It wasn't intentional, but it just came to be. I wanted to display Gojo's less serious side, but still show he's dangerous. And I think that's why this illustration based on the cover page works so well. Bro got his whole tongue sticking out, making a silly face, but he still got blood on his hands. Sukuna, on the other hand, has this devious grin on his face, and one side of his face is completely covered in shadows. This single frame here really captures his crazy personality. It's almost as if they're playing a wild game to see who's crazier, to be honest. And that's exactly how I imagine their dynamic being, like if they were ever to face off against each other, which we all know is destined to happen very soon. Okay, we're basically done with the shoes now. But if I really want these shoes to feel special, the shoebox itself has to be part of the experience too. But I gotta admit, after spending hours painting both Gojo and Sukuna, I low-key don't know who I'll choose anymore. I used to be Team Gojo so heavily before. I still like Gojo as the overall hero of Jujutsu Kaisen, but at the same time, I really love Sukuna for the way he's being a villain. He might be simple, yes. As a villain, he just has so much charisma. I don't know what it is. So I'm curious, gang. Are you Team Gojo or Team Sukuna? Let me know in the comments. I would really like to know where my audience stands. And also, if you like what you're seeing, please leave a like on this video. Let's get back to work. The first impression starts before you even see the shoes. And I wanted the shoebox to feel like it was a scene straight out of Jujutsu Kaisen as well. This time I wanted to showcase what I imagined their standoff being like. I imagined Gojo being a bit more elegant at first sight, not showing too much of his mindset off rip, but whereas Sukuna I imagined being very expressive and very visibly entertained, smiling because he gets to face off against the strongest of the modern day. Nothing gets Sukuna's blood boiling more than a good scrap. And I thought about how to make Gojo as intriguing as possible. I think this frame here is perfect because hiding the rest of Gojo's facial features actually helps a lot with drawing attention to his blue six eyes. So this was actually a perfect way of showing off Gojo's elegance in contrast to Sukuna's cunningness. So, creating shoes worthy of both the Honored One and the King of Curses. At the start of this project, I was wondering if it was even possible, but after hours of painting and trusting the process, these shoes are finally worthy of both. Now, before we end this off, I want to thank all of you for watching this video so far. It has truly been a journey creating these masterpieces, and I'm more than happy I got the chance to share it with y'all. Now, if you want to get your own hands on a pair of special grade level custom Air Force Ones, head over to my website, dustmag.com, and you can place your order there. I look forward to paint for you. Now, let's have a final look at the shoes only befitting the strongest sorcerer of today and the strongest sorcerer of history.
Gojo could kill every person in this country all on his own if he wanted to.
Gojo. I wonder, would we kill him if we joined forces?
No, he'd either flutter out of your grasp, or in the worst case, you'd all get exercise.
You can see it, Maharaga! You can see my curse technique!